Hi, everyone, and welcome to my review of Midnight Special. I've been excited to see this film for a few months now. It got released in March, but it was a small release, sadly. And finally, I found a theater in my area playing it. I hope throughout the weeks in April, it expands and expands and expands so more people get a chance to see this movie. Now, I'm not going to go deep into the plot of this movie. Actually, I'm not going to try and explain the plot at all, because I know I'll butcher it, and at the same time, I'll probably spoil something in the process. So all I'm going to say is this is the brand new film from director Jeff Nichols, who gave us Mud a few years ago, and a few years before that, he gave us Take Shelter, and a few years before that, he made a movie called Shotgun Stories, a movie I have not seen yet, but I'm looking forward to it, and I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe all four of these movies that he's made now star Michael Shannon. I love Michael Shannon. He is one of the best actors working today, and a very good reason that you should be excited and interested to see this film. Not only do Michael Shannon stars in this movie, but we also have Joel Egerton, Kirsten Dunst, Sam Shepard, Adam Driver, and this new actor that, when I was watching the movie, I was like, I've seen this guy before. And when I went home, I found out that this young actor was in St. Vincent. I love St. Vincent from a few years ago. So we have this brand new actor who plays pretty much this kid who has something special with him. And this actor's name is Jaden Lieberher, something like that. Really great find, whoever found this guy. Really cool actor, and I hope he grows in the business, or maybe he'll just be one of the best child actors ever that never really went anywhere. But I really hope that we get to see more from this guy. So, anyways, not going to try and spoil anything, but this is a movie about fathers and son. Yes, there is something fantastic that is happening in this film, something supernatural, something scientific, but it's dealing with a real world that we live in today. And we've seen movies like this before, from the 70s and the 80s that deal in a real world, but weird, fantastical things are happening. And as a youth, those were some of my favorite movies of all time. Those were some of my introductions to movies in general. They're the movies that I still love today. So when I saw the trailers to this movie, I couldn't be more excited, and I have lots of excitement and anticipation and expectations for this movie. Did it meet it? Did it exceed it? I would tell you right now in full confidence, it definitely met my expectations. Some parts did exceed my expectations, but for the most part, I really enjoyed this wonderful film that didn't try more than just give you an experience, give you characters that you cared about, and put some ideas in your head. Put some questions. There's a lot of mystery. Some of it I felt was solved. Other times I felt was left to me, the viewer, to figure out my own ideas and wonder why and how and what actually happened. I appreciate that. I know there's a cynical side to me that wants all the answers, wants to know everything, doesn't believe in this, doesn't want to believe in this, but I cared about what was happening in this film, not because of the ideas of what was happening, but because of the characters. I really believed in this father-son relationship that was happening between Michael, Shannon, and Jaden. I really cared about them. And I think that is the main goal of this movie, is to tell a story about a father and son and their relationship and how they go through this crazy, insane experience. And yes, amazing, unexplainable, unnatural things happen. But when you think about it, this is a movie about a father and a son who love each other, who care about each other, and they're doing the best they possibly can to be with each other, to strive with each other, and to find out how they can get out of this situation with each other. Great acting all around from everyone that's involved. Sam Shepard has a very small part. He was good. He's always good in the film. And I liked Adam Driver's character. He plays this guy that's like the government or somebody who's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But for me, if I would say anything that is award-worthy, because I feel like this movie, for some people, they may be looking for an action sci-fi movie, and they might think this movie's slow. I can understand that. I don't agree with that. I can understand that. The movie does move slowly, but it's building the tension. It's giving you believable characters. and turning this unbelievable situation into something that you believe in. I bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. I bought it. And I like where it went. I like where the movie goes and ends up. I really enjoyed that. I thought some interesting ideas. Maybe not the most original ideas we've seen before, but took it in a very unique and original way. And also, borrowed stuff from the past when it came to ideas about real life, and also about these scientifically fictional things are happening in this real life. So I understand if someone is looking for an action movie. Maybe you got that idea from the trailer, these wonderful trailers. I never got that. There are some action scenes in the movie. But I would classify this more as a human drama more than anything else. And that's what normally Jeff Nichols deals with. He in Take Shelter, a family was trying to protect themselves from the weather, and things are happening in mud. That one was purely set in a realistic world. This one is set in the real world, but dealing with really some crazy ideas. But I appreciate that because I cared about what was happening to these characters. And it gets very emotional and intense in the final act. I didn't mind that, some people might feel that it's slow. I didn't feel like it's slow at all because I gave a damn. I cared what was happening. It was edge of your seat thrills of like trying to figure out why is this kid so special? And how did he get here? And why is it so important to get him where he needs to go? And also the kid is dealing with like figuring out who he is as a human being. And so they're learning together, this father and son. Of course, they do have other companions with them, but they're learning together in this whole journey, and they're growing closer together as they're being pulled apart. And I thought that was really interesting, very compelling, a great character study. Thanks to the fine acting in this movie. The movie looks very gritty, and I appreciate that. I wonder if it was shot on film. It looks like this movie was shot on film. It just has this gritty, not so flashy vibe to it. I mean, the special effects and all that stuff looks good. But it's not showy or flashy. It's just nice to help you. It's there to help you believe in the situation, but it's not trying to take you away from the realism of the story. And I appreciate that. I like the way the movie looks, and I like the music to the film. I thought the music was really interesting to listen to, and really helped to make it even more intense. These are films. Movies like this are the reason I'm talking to you guys today. These are the movies that I loved when I was a kid, that I'm still watching today, as I said before. I love stories like this. I care about stories like this. I like, realistic stories, and I also like the fantasy. I like that all mixed together, and especially when it's done right. And for this film, it is done more than right. This is a great film. This is one of my favorite movies of the year. It's one of the best films I've seen this year, and just proven why we should continually get excited about this director. I think Jeff Nichols is one of the best filmmakers working today. I'm glad he's dabbled into this kind of fantasy world, and I'm looking forward to him going back and doing more realistic films, and maybe going back and forth. And I think he's made a very important film, and a very entertaining one, because not only do you want to have a message a little bit, you want to care about the characters, but you also want to be entertained as well. And it was very entertaining. And for that, I am going to give Midnight Special, I'm going to give it 4 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.